Hey everyone, it's Whitney with naturehills.com. This week we're covering plum trees. The best plum trees, to be specific. First, I'd like to point out that there are a few different groups of plums out there. Japanese plums, European plums, and American hybrids. The ones that you see in the grocery stores are mainly Japanese plums, but don't discount the others. European varieties are fantastic for drying into prunes, and American hybrids have been cultivated to grow in a range of different environments. Another note that I'd like to make before starting is that while a fantastic plum in almost every way, Methley isn't on this list for a couple of reasons. One, Methley has its own video on our channel, and you can check that out for more information on it. And two, we wanted to highlight other amazing varieties that haven't been in the spotlight yet. I just didn't want you to think that we were knocking the classic. We'll call it honorary number 6. Alright, now for the top 5. Number 5, Superior Plum. Okay, so I know I just covered the different kinds of plums, but our first plum here that we're talking about today is actually a cross between a Japanese plum and an American hybrid. Because of this, it's very hardy while still having juicy, super sweet yellow-fleshed plums to eat. You can grow these clingstone plums in regions up to 8,000 feet in elevation. You'll want to pair this with a pollinating partner like Toka in order to get a harvest each year. Number 5, Superior Plum. Growing zones 4 through 8, cold hardy clingstone variety, and the large fruit is great for eating fresh. Number 4, Toka Plum. Now, this is a hard plum to get your hands on. They absolutely fly out of the nurseries. If you see them in stock, then you're in luck, and I suggest snatching 1 or 2 up while you can. This Japanese variety is sometimes called the bubblegum variety because of its distinct fragrance and candy-like taste. There's nothing like the sweet scent the flowers and the reddish-pink plums give off. Toka is self-pollinating, but you'll always get a bigger harvest when paired with another. It also makes a great pollinator to other Japanese varieties. Number 4, Toka Plum. Growing zones 3 through 8, unforgettable fragrance and taste, and a productive pollinating partner. Number 3, Burgundy Plum. Burgundy is the tree to add if you're in the market for a lot of plums. It's a super plum producer, if you will. This Japanese variety sets deep, dark maroon, medium-sized plums that have a longer than average hang time, meaning you can leave them on the tree and they'll be just fine hanging around for 2 to 3 weeks. This is another self-fertile variety, but adding a second plum nearby will increase your harvest size. You can use Burgundy to pollinate other plums or pluouts too. Number 3, Burgundy Plum. Growing zones 5 through 9, long hang time, and a super fruit producer. Number 2, Gage Bavay's Plum. Will the plums off of this tree be winning any plum beauty contests? Probably not, but our horticulturist couldn't stop raving about them, so I had to add them to the list. Gage Bavay's originated in Belgium during the early 1800s and quickly became a novel favorite. They're considered to be one of the finest dessert plums, with fruit that's tender and super sweet and just a touch tart. It blooms later than other varieties, making it a great choice for those who often experience late frosts. It's self-fruiting, but as always, we recommend pairing with another for better production. Number 2, Gage Bavay's Plum. Growing zones 4 through 8, unique lime green color, and a coveted dessert plum. And number 1, Santa Rosa Plum. Introduced right here in the United States, Santa Rosa has risen to the top of the plum tree ranks over the years for its exceptional heat tolerance, dependable harvest size, and of course, the amber-fleshed, delectable fruit. This clingstone variety is perfect for eating fresh off the tree or cutting up and adding to a fruit salad. They can be frozen, cooked, dried, canned, or stored as preserves to add to ice cream during the winter months. I could go on and on about the uses, but we'll leave it there for now. Santa Rosa is fast-growing and can grow anywhere from 15 to 25 feet tall, but can easily be kept much more manageable by some light pruning. It's a self-fertile variety, but add another plum like Methley or Burgundy to increase the harvest size and lengthen the harvest season. Number 1, Santa Rosa Plum. Growing zones 5 through 9, heat tolerant, and some of the most versatile plums. Thanks for sticking around and learning about plums with me. I always have a great time, and I hope you guys do too. Have a favorite plum? Let me know down in the comments. Are you already the proud owner of a plum tree? I want to hear about that too. We have so many more varieties available at naturehills.com, so you'll definitely want to head over there if you haven't seen anything so far that fits your fancy. If you're looking for more in-depth information on taking care of plums, I'd like to direct you to our #ProPlantTips blog, where our plant experts talk all about care tips and tricks for plum trees. I've added the link down in the description. For general plant info and inspo, make sure to check out our Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. And until next time, happy planting!